Yeah. She's there.
Why, that stupid little... What does she think she's playing at? First of all, she wrecks the work project for everyone. Now she's trying to bugger up your release.
I'll be all right, Bea. Nobody's going to find out she's there.
Oh, yeah? And where do you think Mrs. Morris has run off to in such a big hurry?
When Mrs. Morris told me that the cops weren't after you, well, I felt sick. I know it was a rotten thing to do, and I should have told you, but I was just scared I'd never see you again.
Hey, I'm glad you didn't tell me.
Oh, it was real selfish of me. All my life, anybody I've ever cared about has shot through on me. Either that or they've been taken away. And I just thought that I couldn't give you up without a fight.
It was really good meeting you and all the others. I mean, it was starting to get a bit lonely up there in the roof. The only person I ever saw was Martin. Little bugger, I hope he's okay.
Oh, you'll be all right now. You're real lucky to have a brother that you're close to. Only family I've got left now is in Wentworth.
Yeah, listen, Dora, I've been thinking... It's all right, love, don't do anything silly.
I thought you'd be here.
Bloody Lizzie, she dobbed us in, didn't she?
No, she didn't, Doreen. If you had as much loyalty to her as she has to you, you wouldn't risk her release by being here now.
I wanted to stay here a couple of days.
Oh, Mrs. Morris is right, love. I mean, it wouldn't be fair to Lizzie to get her into strife just because of us.
Yeah.
You have to come with me, Doreen. I can't give you another chance.
Hey, you gotta go. We'll see each other again soon. I'll come and visit you.
What are you going to do? Go back to your parents' place?
No, they don't want to know about me. No, I'll just hang around here for a couple of days, see if I can get a job.
What are you going to do for money? I mean, how are you going to live?
Hey, don't worry. I'll think of something.
Come along, Doreen.
Oh, just... Hey, see you again soon.
Will you be all right?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
Mr. Fletcher in Miss Conway?
As far as I know, yes.
Right, well, this is Doreen Burns, the escapee. I want you to check her in whilst I go and see her.
Oh, yes, of course.
I'll see you later, Doreen.
Yeah.
Stand on the white line, Burns.
What for? You haven't got a charge to read to me yet.
Don't be impertinent. You'll be facing the visiting magistrate later. Now stand on the white line.
You're new here, are you?
I'll ask the questions, Burns.
Yes, Miss Conway. You want me to go and strip off now?
What?
For the shower.
You'll move when you're told and not before.
You won't be too hard on Dora if she comes back, will you, Bea?
When she comes back, don't you mean?
She didn't mean any harm. She just didn't think.
Well, it seems to me I have to do the thinking for everyone around here. Take Andrea, for instance. They are all whinging about what a bitch she is, but they leave it up to me to do something.
Well, she did get you off the hook with Fletch, so she can't be that bad.
What? But that was Mr. Fletcher's idea. And about the only decent thing he's done since he's been in here. And he wouldn't have got the ball rolling if it hadn't been for Jude and me. Like I said, if it wasn't for me, they'd all be like a mob of sheep.
Oh, aren't you come to the rec room, Bea?
No, thank you. I can do without arguments as to whether they watch Bugs Bunny or not.
Oh, you are in a funny mood lately, Bea.
What the bloody hell did you do it for?
You never think of anyone but yourself. We was looking forward to getting out to work.
You buggered it up for the lot of us.
Yeah, well, I said I'm sorry. What more do you want from me?
What happened?
Mrs. Morris came round.
Oh, I'm awfully sorry, love. I tried to put her off, but she must have cottoned on or something.
Struth, Lizzie, you don't have to apologise to her. She's buggered it up for the rest of us.
Well, she meant no harm.
No, you mean bloody harm.
Bea's in a cell, love. Maybe you ought to go and see her.
She all right?
Well, you got to face her sooner or later, love.
she's just as bloody crooking you as we are.
Leave her alone, Hayes. She had her reasons.
Oh, it's all right for you. You'll be out of here in a couple of days.
Hi, Bea. I just got back. Mrs. Morris found us at Sid's house. She didn't dob us in, so Peter's okay.
And what about Lizzie? Harbouring an escaped criminal is a crime. Being in a house Lizzie is responsible for could lose her parole.
Yeah, but me and Pete agreed to say that we broke in, and that way, well, Lizzie wouldn't know a thing about it.
Oh, very good. Very thoughtful.
Well, is that all you're going to say?
Well, what do you want me to do? Pat you on the back for having the work project cancelled? Compliment you for the way you conned Peter? And tell you what a good idea it was to move him to Sid's house?
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, Bea.
Yeah, I'm sorry too. Sorry you don't damn well think before you start acting like a rat bag. Now, how many years have we known each other?
I don't know, 7.
Yeah, that's about right. I was here when you were brought in from the remand home. Mari Winters gave a little welcoming speech and you started blubbering. And I wiped your nose for you. And I've been bloody wiping it for you ever since. And the same goes for everyone else in this lousy hole.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, Bea. I never meant to make any trouble. It was just that we were inside the house and then the cops were outside and I suppose I just panicked.
Yeah. Well, just for once in my life, I'd like to think that everyone wasn't sitting around waiting for B. Smith to say the word before they start and do anything.
I just don't believe it. Any other prisoner would have been sent straight to solitary until they saw the VJ. But no, Burns, she goes back to her friends as if nothing ever happened.
Well, Jim seems to think she's in enough trouble already with the extra charges for escaping.
And I don't know what's got into him lately. Smith and Bryant were virtually given a pat on their back for barricading their cell.
Well, I think he's showing some sense. Past records show that total repression just isn't the answer. What do you think, Janet?
Oh, I can't really comment. I mean, every prison seems to be run differently. I don't think I've been here long enough to make a fair judgment.
Oh, well, I've thrown in my 2 cents worth. Climb off the soapbox and go home.
How are your family coping with the extra overtime?
Well, Patrick complains, but oh, he loves that extra money. See you later.
Bye.
She likes to sound off, doesn't she?
Colleen's taking her job very seriously since Vera left.
No, I think we all do.
Oh, I'm not knocking her, far from it. Oh, by the way, that girl who kidnapped Mrs. Davidson is coming in on remand tomorrow. We'll all have to be on our toes then.
Well, it's easy for you to say. You don't work here anymore.
That's true. Janet, was Bea making a nuisance of herself earlier?
Bea? No, she was asking if I'd ever worked at Barnhurst.
Why? Did she recognise you from there?
No.
You just have to be careful with Bea. She's very good at pulling the wool over new officers' eyes.
Well, thanks for the warning. I've met her type before.
7 across, a flower. That could be anything.
Chrysanthemum.
No, it's got too many letters.
Oh, you can fit it in if you write small.
Oh.
You gonna help us with the crossword, Bea?
No.
What's so interesting about that book she's reading?
It's that Braille thing she's learning.
Yeah, well, I might as well do something useful with my life. Gonna be in here until doomsday. Not like you, getting out in a couple of days.
Yeah. Saying goodbye to me mates again. I'm gonna miss you. Dor.
Maybe you should sort of chat up Dava and see if you can get permission to visit us. What do you reckon, Bea?
Well, I got a place to go to. That's a good start.
Yeah, a garden to pot around in, and a regular pension cheque coming in every week, and a pub down the road to spend it in. You sit up for life.
Sid always said he wanted to see me right. And he did.
Yeah, well, you better keep your nose clean then, for his sake as well as ours.
Don't you worry. I'm gonna go straight. A model citizen, that's me. I'm never coming back in here again.
Good on you.
No. Never.